Time Warner Cable's local edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We are joined by Erikk Aldridge. He is the founder, executive director of the Inglewood Baseball Fund, in which I want to learn more about. But I want to ask you, as we get into the topic, about African Americans in Major League Baseball. I was unaware that the numbers of black players in the MLB is dropping pretty dramatically over the last, let's say, 30 years.
Yeah, the high point was 1986. There were about 19% of MLB players were African American, compared to today in 2015, about 7.8% of the players in the MLB were African American.
Why?
I think it's a variety of things. It's the cost to play the sport. The sport has evolved to a point where you need additional training, and that's involved.
But how does that compare to, for example, basketball, which has a large number of African American players?
Sure, I think baseball is a much more complex sport to learn and develop. There's a lot of things that have to be incorporated. You need a team, you need a field, you need a glove, a bat, and you need quality training to be successful.
Whereas with basketball, as you were describing to me, you need a ball, which is fairly accessible, and a court, which also can be easy to obtain.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot easier to develop your base skills, dribbling, shooting, on your own or with a small group of people. And basketball courts are more accessible. You can play indoors, you can play outdoors, and pretty much every rec center has a basketball facility.
But you're going to change that. You're going to change that with the Inglewood Baseball Fund.
Yeah, we're working on that along with a lot of our partners, including Major League Baseball, the MLB Urban Youth Academy in Compton.
Tell me all about it. This is fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's great stuff. I mean, one of the big trends I see happening is young people, especially with the additional concussions in football.
Soccer.
I see a lot of kids starting to, especially in the urban communities, take another look at baseball. As a matter of fact, going back to those statistics about Major League Baseball, for the first time over that 30-year period, the number hasn't dropped again.
Interesting.
So there's some really positive things happening. Number of first-round picks that are African-American have gone up over the last couple of years. So, I think what everyone is doing is starting to take hold.
If you know any strong players in the LA area that we should be following, any young 15 to 18-year-olds?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's a host of young guys that are playing minor league baseball now who came through this program. There's a young man named Dominic Smith from Los Angeles, a product of Gardena Serra High School, first-round pick of the New York Mets, and the Florida State Player of the Year last season.
So we got to look out for him.
Yeah, Dominic Smith, Marcus Wilson, Tyler Marks, a pitcher. These are all young men who are outstanding players.
How can we get involved in the baseball fund?
Well, there's really four components to the fund. There's youth training and development. We work with partner organizations like Dodgers RBI, the LA Rockstars Baseball Club, which is a travel team primarily of urban kids, the kids that we talk about that need to be targeted. And so that's one component. The other one, which is really fascinating, is we've started a coaching internship program. So young men who played the game at a high level, maybe their career is over, but they want to stay involved in the game. We found some funding in which, if you're an aspiring coach, it's a way. It's a better part-time job than pumping gas.
No, I got it. Any way we can get involved, even if we're just a fan of the game or kind of a pickup player?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I think the most exciting thing that we're doing right now is we have a group of 12 young men from Long Beach, Compton, Los Angeles, Inglewood, who are planning a trip in 2016 to go to Cooperstown, New York.
Huge.
And we're working with them to sponsor this trip. So this is a way people can get involved.
The website is?
rockstarbaseball.com.
He is Erikk Aldridge. He is the founding member, executive director of the Inglewood Baseball Fund. I'm Brad Pomerance. You are watching Time Warner Cable's local edition.